Fresh, fluffy donuts drizzled with a good day choco chip rich glaze is a taste of heaven in every bite. Welcome back to Britannia Dessert Carnival. I'm Afraz, and today a Western classic gets a good day choco chip infusion with these chocolate donuts. So first off, I'm going to start preparing the dough. So in a saucepan, let's heat some milk. If you make the dough with milk, it becomes nice and rich. I'm going to add sugar to the milk. And fresh donut, we need fresh yeast. So I have fresh yeast over here. Let's activate that. So once the milk is slightly warm, I'm going to pour this warm milk to the yeast, and as I had added sugar to the milk, sugar will help the yeast to activate fast. So mix the yeast well until everything is nicely dissolved. So the yeast is nicely dissolved, and now I'm going to set this aside to activate. By that time, I'm going to sift the flour. So in goes the flour. So flour in the bowl. Now let's add butter to the hot milk, a pinch of salt to the flour. Just mix this well and make a well in the center. So now as you can see, the yeast is nicely activated, and now this I'm going to add in the center of the flour. And now I'm going to add this warm butter and milk mixture gradually and knead this into a soft dough. So now as you can see, the dough is nice and soft, but we still need to knead this. So I'm going to take this out on my chopping board. First I'm going to dust some flour so that it doesn't stick. And now we need to stretch the dough. So now the dough is almost done. I'm going to take a clean bowl, dust it with some flour, put this dough in the bowl and cover it with a muslin cloth, and now I'm going to keep this in a warm place to proof for around 20 to 25 minutes. So after 20 to 25 minutes, let's check on our dough. Wow, as you can see, it has double in size. The air is formed because of the yeast, and now let's start shaping them into donuts. So I'm going to dust some flour on my work table and take this out gently. And now let's knock back the dough and take out all the air. And now let's roll this into a thick sheet. So this is done. Now I'm going to use a donut cutter, dredge it in some flour, and then cut this into donut shapes. So now we have cut the donuts, and now the important part. I'm going to take a baking tray which is lined with the butter paper, and I'm going to grease it with some oil. It is very important to grease the butter paper with oil instead of refined flour, because once you fry the donuts, the flour will come out in the hot oil and your oil will be spoiled. And this is your Chunkies tip of the day. So now let's gently place the donut over the greased baking paper. So this is done. Now I'm going to cover this with a wet muslin cloth and again keep this in a warm place for around 10 to 15 minutes. So let's check. Oh wow, after 15 minutes they have nicely proofed, and now it's the time to deep fry them in hot oil. Put this into the hot oil very gently. We want a nice golden color on both the sides. So now the donuts have perfectly fried. To check if they are cooked from inside, just tap it on top, and the hollow sound is the sign that they have perfectly cooked. So this is done. I'm going to take them out onto an absorbent paper. Nice pocket of air, crispy from outside and nice soft from inside. So the donuts are done, and now it's time to add some chocolatey and crunchy flavor to the donuts. So over here I have Britannia Good Day Choco Chips. So let's take that out in a bowl. And now I'm going to crush them. So this is done. Now I'm going to glaze the donuts with melted white chocolate. I'm going to get a wire rack. So let's dip the donut in melted chocolate and place this onto the wire rack. Let's add the chocolate and crunch to the donuts. Chunks of rich chocolate in every bite of this donut is added by Good Day Choco Chips. And now let's plate. And now I have a melted milk chocolate in a piping bag, which I'm going to drizzle it on top. And this is what I call 100% chocolate, 100% maza. Choco chip glazed donuts are ready. You will get an extra mouthful of chocolate in every bite with this Good Day Choco Chip Donuts. Spread the Britannia Desert Carnival joy with your loved ones by liking and sharing this video. Click the subscribe button to never miss a beat on Britannia Desert Carnival.
FoodFood, it's sizzling.